What is going on, everybody? Hope you are having a good week so far. Podcast time. This week on the show, we've got the one and only Artche. Artche is doing some really nice things at the moment. I kind of came across his stuff on Stress Records, and we've just stayed in touch over 2020. Absolutely love what he's doing. He's just released a record with Frankie Wah and Cristoph on Eric Prydz label. Go check that out if you haven't. But first, had a great conversation with him. We had a laugh and spoke a lot about life and music and all the good things in between. So, without further ado, Artche. Artche, what's cracking, mate? You all right?
Good, mate. Good. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. The sun is shining down here. I don't know where you...
The sun is shining here.
Where are you? Are you in Newcastle?
Man. Can you believe it?
Mate, that's unheard of.
I know. It's like it rains like 99% of the time. I moved up from Manchester in like start of last year, and that was obviously Manchester's just minging, isn't it?
Yeah.
All the time, you know. But can you believe it? It's nice here, so I'm happy.
Well, I've got a feeling we're probably going to have like a heat wave because we did last March, didn't we? It was like insane weather. Yeah, true. You're well enough. I'm Somerset, so like near Bristol. Near Bristol.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah. Sun all the time then?
Sun all the time. Yeah.
When is it going to be? Is it going to be a heat wave?
Well, no, I'm just saying because last year we had like
snow like in 2 weeks.
Maybe up where you live, not down here.
It snows like most of the time, even in the summer.
Yeah, man. Obviously, life's been a bit shit recently due to COVID, although it's not that bad at the end of the day. We were just talking before the call that you've just turned into a 15-year-old and played in Call of Duty 24/7.
Mate, I've got my headset at the ready. Just after this, the lads are jumping on COD. I'm not even joking.
Have you got a missus or anything?
No. So it's make music, play COD. It's like Groundhog Day, like I said before, but you know, it's not too bad. It's like I'm kind of used to just, apart from like the gym and that, which is a bit of a shit.
Yeah.
Not having the gym, but you know, apart from that, it's and going out. It's kind of the same thing for me.
Well, I think that's the thing with being a producer and a DJ. Like when we're not touring, it's actually fine. Like we're just in a room by ourselves.
It's fine. It's fine.
I think it's just more for me, it's like the social side of things where I didn't really see many people anyway, but it's like having the choice to see people.
Yeah, but you realize like that you just don't get the choice now. It's like, it's mad. You don't realize how many times you actually see people like in normal world.
Or just like go to the pub or like have your mates over for dinner or stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, sometimes we might bend the rules, but
why not? That's what rules are made for, right?
Not often though, not often.
I think at the beginning of all of this, like it was a bit like everything was strict, and I understand that, but now we know that it's nowhere near as bad as what it's supposed or what it was or what they thought it was at the beginning.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, it's still terrible and that. And like my mum and stepdad, they've got to like be dead careful. My stepdad especially, he's got a shield and stuff. So I haven't been seeing them that much over the past couple of months because I actually moved in with them at the start of the first lockdown.
Yeah.
I broke up with my ex in like March and then I had to move in with my parents, and I haven't lived with them since I was like 18. So that was fun.
Yeah.
But no, it wasn't too bad. But so I was with them for like the whole of the first lockdown.
Did you get all your washing done for you and everything?
Yeah, mate.
It's great, isn't it?
Food, washing, amazing.
So when I'm back in the UK, I live next door to my parents. So my parents,
okay.
So like I have my own place, but
that's amazing.
Yeah, it's great.
That's perfect.
It's like mum still come and does my washing, which is great. Like I don't ask her to, but she does.
So that's what mums do. They do it without asking. Exactly. So it's fine.
Exactly. And I cook for them every night. So it's kind of like a win-win for everyone, right?
That's literally what I did when I lived with them. I cooked most nights.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to get them to eat healthier, so I had to like
chicken and broccoli.
Yeah, mate, that's pretty much it. Chicken, broccoli, and brown rice.
Oh, joyful. Got to live life a little bit now and again, though, mate.
I know. Well, this lockdown, it's just been an absolute write-off. I've just eaten so much shit.
Really?
Like, because it's weird. Like, now the gyms are closed. I just turn into this absolute slob. And, like, my mates take the piss because I'm always ordering Dixie chicken. Like,
what's that? What's Dixie chicken?
Do you not have Dixie chicken down there?
Mate, I don't have a shop where I live. I live in the middle of nowhere.
Better than KFC. It's better than KFC, and it's like half the price, which is amazing.
I don't think Dixie Chicken's ventured down south at all. I think it's a northern thing.
There's something wrong there. You've got Greg's, though, haven't you?
Yeah, but come on, mate.
You've got a few Greg's, but like, yeah, that's like a northern thing, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I'm sure it is.
Is it? Let me Google this.
Oh God.
We need to Google this.
Thing, like.
Every northerner is now gonna hate you. Where is Greg's?
There's hardly any Greg's down south.
They're everywhere, mate.
Or
is there just a shit ton?
There's just a shit, mate. They're on like every street corner.
Tyneside?
Yes, that's here.
Yeah. It's from up there. Yeah, but mate, they should have kept the original Greg's logo. Look at this. That's banging.
I know.
Why would they change that to that?
How to ruin it. I know, yeah. It's disgusting. Don't show me that ever again.
Ugh.
You need a Dixie chicken. Like,
right, I'm Googling Dixie chicken.
It's like a franchise, isn't it?
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I thought that was everywhere.
Dixie chicken.
Dixie chicken's the best, mate.
Don't allow.
But yeah, like I get it every Friday, and yeah, mates take the piss because I'm just like living off it at the moment.
Nearest Dixie chicken to me. I tell you what, anybody that's listening for this or listening to this, they are loving this conversation, right? This is content they needed.
Some music, and I'm like, no, Dixie chicken and Greg's and some cod mixed in.
Oh, there is one in Bristol, but it's temporarily closed.
See, they're all open here. They don't give a fuck.
I do also live like 45 minutes away from Bristol, so man, I live in the sticks.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I see it's your story to like live on a farm, don't you?
We can't get the only delivery thing around here, and I don't think they deliver anymore. And it was just a shit pizza restaurant. Dick Covent, Birmingham.
I couldn't live anywhere
where you can't get Dixie chicken.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much.
Is that your like? You have like a tick list of like where of things you need.
Exactly. It has to be near a fast food franchise. And that's it.
See, I don't eat fast food.
Do you know?
No, even when I'm in America, which is
not
like
on a Friday night. What do you have on a Friday night?
I just cook.
Mate,
I wish
all the time. I need a break.
I don't know. I think for me is like I like actually enjoy cooking. Like I like cooking dishes. So if I wanted, let's say for instance, I wanted a KFC, I'd make my own fried chicken.
Do you have a deep fat fryer?
No, just do it and get a wok and do it in the wok.
No. How can you fry chicken in the wok?
So easy. So easy.
Mate, it's so much easier to just go down the shop, man. This is why I live near them. It's class. It's class, man.
You're right. You are right, but I think you can get it tasting better.
This is why I've just turned into a fat slob. Like this, I'm desperate for the gyms to open. Like
I built a gym. I built a gym in my garage. I've got like a proper prison gym now.
You actually?
Yeah.
Like the old school, like
spitting sawdust.
Shit. Yeah.
So beforehand, it was in one of the stables across the field, and that was like literally I'd wake up and go train with the horses every morning. And now I have like a garage I put like a CrossFit like bar in with like a squat rack. It's perfect.
You're fine. You don't.
I never need to go to a gym ever again.
Lockdown hasn't been a change at all for you, apart from gigs.
Yeah, literally.
What? We basically got like they'll like know the gym owners and stuff, so they can just get in for free. Like
it's a bit dodgy that though, isn't it?
Like, okay.
Just get
little 12s there. It's like
just get a little squat rack. You can buy those little squat racks.
1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
I can put it in the corner there.
Yeah.
Next to the lamp.
Yeah, you could.
This screen here is basically my. This is my bed's there.
Do you have a studio in there, or do you have that externally, or do you just write on your laptop?
I can show you. Wait there. Ta-da.
Oh, sick.
Platinum record. Check that,
mate. What's that platinum for? Check you out.
I produce for other people, but that's a secret.
Okay, secret.
So, yeah, that's a secret plaque.
Well, next to your speakers, you could put a little squat rack on your right hand side.
You know what? I could do that.
I know you could just yeah. That just take your sofa, move your sofa closer to the TV.
Yeah.
And then you got a bit of room to get a lunge in now and again.
Yeah. Oh my God, I never thought. Maybe a bench in the corner.
Exactly.
That little bookcase there.
Yeah.
That's sweet, mate.
Mate, I tell you what, my new job is interior designing for gyms.
Oh, yeah. For 1-bedroom apartments.
Yeah. Oh, dear, man. Anyway, mate, I love your music.
Thank you.
I think I got put in onto your stuff from Stress Records.
Yes.
The guys, is it Luke?
Yeah.
Remember,
Luke McFarlane.
Yeah. And you know how it is, like, get sent a load of promos, and
It was Steps and Two Minds, wasn't it? I think I remember you. I think you messaged us.
Yeah, I think I did. Let me take this off full screen because I've actually got the EP up in front of me, and it was the Second Chance, was it?
Oh, was it?
No, so I remember I had the Two Minds.
That was the EP after, yeah. It was before that, I'm sure.
I swear it might have been the Footsteps then.
I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah, I'm like, those two came out together, Two Minds and Footsteps is my favourite track I've ever made. And standard with music is it. Two Minds is the one that got played on radio and did a lot better in the charts and stuff. And it's just like, Footsteps is better.
Which one was got Two Minds and Footsteps?
Two Minds is the one that got played by Pete Tong, and then it got in the charts and Beatport and stuff. And then Two Minds kind of didn't do anything, which is a shame. But it's like, it's just one of those things, isn't it?
Always the way, mate.
Always, yeah, it is. It is.
And I didn't know that was you singing.
You are?
I didn't know that was your voice.
Yeah. It's I've only been singing for like 3 years or something, but I've been producing for like 10 years. Yeah. So everybody's kind of, it's annoying because sometimes people see me more as a singer.
Oh, really?
I'm a producer, DJ. But yeah, it's like so annoying. I've got like a big complex about it. It's so funny, but yeah.
It's so weird how we all have these complexes.
And nobody else notices.
And nobody actually
cares,
and nobody actually thinks that it's an issue apart from ourselves.
No, apart from us, yeah. Like somebody, might call me, like put a featuring Artche, and I'm like, and that does my head in. Yeah. But like everybody else, it's like, you're still the artist on it, though, aren't you? I'm like, yeah, but I'm not a feature. I actually I don't know. I need to step carefully. If it's somebody that we've written the song with, and they've been in on the whole session, they shouldn't be a feature. I like that.
If don't get me wrong, like my track Run, I don't know if you've heard it, but that that was written. That whole track was written completely separately. So I got sent the song and then rewrote it.
Right.
So they kind of were like Arco, great, absolutely great duo. Leo Stannard and Marley Koa. But they kind of didn't have anything to do with the production of it. So I get that feature, but I've got a record coming out next month and he's not going down as a feature.
That's cool. I like that. I like that. Cristoph's doing the same with me on some of the records, because sometimes we produce together and sometimes I'm just like singing on his record, but he's cool with me, going as an and, which is a lot of guys aren't cool with that. Which is so nice.
I just don't give a fuck.
I know, yeah. It's like, it doesn't matter. It's literally, it's just a name. But like for me, it's just for gigs and stuff to not be known as a singer.
Do you rock up with a gold microphone?
It's like, yeah, do you want to do a live? No, don't want to do a live, because I need a lot of Melodyne, right? I need a lot of auto-tune.
Anybody that doesn't know what Melodyne is, this makes you sound really good.
Magical equipment that you just sing in. When you pitch your vocal and stuff and all, you sound amazing.
I'm really shit at those Melodyne softwares.
I've become an absolute genius at it, because I literally do all the time. I'm like Mr. Melodyne.
I've downloaded the Waves real-time voice thing the other day, and I'm like,
what's that?
So it's like Melodyne, but it's a Waves plugin. It's like an auto-tune for.
Oh, so you actually sing into it like live, and it just does it for you?
Can do, yeah. Or you can just put it in as a plugin, and I just don't understand it. Just like, how does this work?
Yeah, it's like everything though, isn't it? When you first start producing, I bet you were like, what the hell is this?
But it doesn't almost make sense. I need to
It still doesn't make sense.
No, and I'm probably just being stupid, but it's just like,
I need to check this out. Like,
it's supposedly, I was told about it, and it's supposed to be like a dope plugin.
What's it called? Waves what?
I think it's like Waves real-time auto-tune or something like that.
Right, okay. It's quicker than using Melodyne takes.
It's long.
Like I record a vocal and I'm just like, I've got to tune this now.
What do you use? Do you use Logic or Ableton?
I use both. I've literally just moved over from Logic to Ableton in the past month or so.
We've lost another one.
Yeah, it is so much better. So much better. I've used both, so I know it's just better. There's only like a few different things, like you can't group like multiple regions and then change the pitch of each of them all together.
Yeah.
You have to change each one individually, which is just like ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's something so basic that they can sort out. I don't know if they've done it in the new one, because I think there's Ableton
11 now.
Ableton 11 now, yeah. So I don't know if they've changed it, but yeah, in Ableton 10, you can't do like simple things like that. But apart from that, it's amazing.
I just don't like the layout.
Do you not? But there's two different.
Don't like it because it's all on the right side rather than the left side.
Come on, seriously, just moved over. That's it.
Just messes with my OCD. I've got bad OCD, and I'm like,
okay.
This is not.
So now you're used to it.
I'm so used to it, and I guess like everyone is telling me that I should move. Everyone. Like absolutely everyone, and there's part of me that's like, I'll just do it at my own time, people. Just let me be.
Yeah. But if everybody's, because I'm doing it because I did it because I've got a couple of collabs coming and stuff with guys that have used Ableton. So I'm like, right, well, I'll use Ableton because it'll be easier to just do those.
Yeah. Send
over quick ideas and stuff. That's the only reason I've done it, but. Yeah, I used to use it because when I started DJing, I used Ableton for live mixes and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I just stopped using it. Started using Logic and that. But yeah, you need to move over to the dark side. It's time, Will.
I think it's the light side. I think Logic's the dark side.
Yeah, it is. To be fair, literally as well.
Yeah, it is.
Logic is actually dark.
It just makes more sense to me. But that's because I can use Ableton to a certain extent.
Snap the grid and stuff like that. Like with the automation. It's so much easier on Ableton to literally like snap the automation exactly on the point.
What's your thoughts on the like? Does it sound as good? Like, because I know there's always that like thing.
Like, what is this? It's only if you're using the plugins. Like, it's not going to render off any different to me, anyways.
No, I agree. I don't think
the plugins are better. Like the limiter, even the stock limiter is really, really nice.
Yeah.
And then. The wavetable synth is amazing, and there's another one that I use, Operator. I think it is.
Yeah.
That's what I use, like wavetable, operator, and serum. And then mini V3 sometimes, and analog lab. Okay, I use loads.
You use a lot.
And then me Korg.
Yeah, I do all my DJ mixes on there.
How do you?
So I know how to use it. Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't know. There's just something about it that I'm just like, maybe I should just buy 11, and just like get going from there.
Yeah. Because it's weird, right? Because obviously I've been making music for like 10 years and stuff, but mostly with Logic. And then I went over to Ableton, and all of a sudden I couldn't make a song for like 3 weeks. I was like, how do I make a song? It's so weird how you get used to something so much that I literally open Logic and I'm like, within 4 hours I've got like a cool idea or whatever. Yeah. But Ableton, I was like, why doesn't this sound good? But then you just kind of get used to like the processes and stuff.
Well, I think that's kind of my theory why I haven't changed, because it's like,
it's going to take me a while.
It's not that I don't mind putting the work in, but I'm like, I'm doing all right as it is. Is Ableton going to make, is it going to make my music better? Probably not.
No.
So what's the point of changing?
Yeah.
So we've just come to the conclusion, I'm not going to buy Ableton 11, and I'm not going to move to Ableton. And you're going back to Logic.
Yeah, I'm deleting it.
He's like, one of my mates was like, yeah, but you can do everything so much quicker. And I'm like, I do everything quickly anyway.
Anyway, because you're used to it. Yeah.
And
yeah, it actually took me twice as long when I first got Ableton again.
Yeah, so you just got caught into it. You're just like, you're just like following, you're just like part of the sheep. Yeah, just following the crowd.
I'm lots of sheep.
Yeah. It's all right, mate.
This is horrendous.
This is like a therapy session.
This is therapy.
This is therapy.
Therapy. This is amazing.
I'm glad you've got to the bottom of this, mate.
I'm just going to quit music altogether, to be honest. I'm going to get Cubase. Okay.
Well, what do the Camel Fat boys use? They use Bitwix.
Do they?
Which is like Ableton, the guys that created Ableton went and made their own thing.
What even is that?
It's like EJ. It's like EJ.
No, it isn't.
No, it's
you heard my first ever track. I was like 13 and it was on Dance EJ. I was like, well, show me mates. I was like, I've made this absolute beast. It was like,
so under here, I think I still have them. Like I bought all the EJ samples on CD.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't have a disk drive now, but yeah, if I got one, I could literally go and get all the EJ samples and just sample them. And now like everything is like going back to the 90s, and everyone's just like trying to recreate 90s records. So all the samples are probably on those CDs.
Yeah. Including me. I've again, being a sheep that I am, I've got a couple of breakbeat records given.
Yeah, I think you sent one to me the other day. Yeah. I haven't gone down the breakbeat route.
It's not so breakbeat though. It's not like.
No, it's good.
It's not. Yeah,
there's good and bad. There's good and bad, and it's like everything, right? It's like if you do it well, it doesn't matter. It has to be done well. Yeah. But it has to be done like Tommy Farrow's Let's Just, which like he sent that to me when he made it. And that's kind of how we started talking, and I was like, wow, this reminds me of like back in the day, but it feels there's something new about it.
Yeah, massively.
And I was like, this is done really well. And that's kind of how we got talking, and how I kind of got speaking to Luke at Stress and all of that. And then after that, it just felt like everyone was doing it.
Yeah.
And then Bicep dropped their album and just destroyed everyone and was like, this is how you do it.
This is actually how you make breakbeat.
Yeah.
This is how you do it. Yeah, like innovative breakbeat as well. My God.
That
like
album.
Sundial and Hawk.
Saku's my favourite.
Yeah.
That vocal.
I think that was last show, yeah.
That vocal.
Yeah. She's amazing.
I would make love to that voice. Like, Jesus Christ.
I know, right? God. Oh, a bit of feedback, one sec. I think it's at my side.
Can you?
Yeah, no, it's okay. But I think it's just because I had my side quite loud.
Do you have Ableton on?
Yeah.
In the background.
It's actually recording. I'm recording you for my podcast.
How did you get into singing then? Where did that start?
Oh God, how did I? It was basically I wasn't kind of well known enough to get singers on my records.
Okay.
So I was like, do you know what? I'm going to write a record and see what happens. And then I sent it to my old manager and said, look, this is obviously a really bad record and it's just like an example. And he was like, who's singing? I was like, oh, it's me. And he was like, oh my God, what? Like, you need to sing more. And I'm like, mate, it sounds so shit. Like, what are you on about? It's so bad. And it was really bad. Like, when I first started singing, my God, I needed more than Melodyne.
Is that why he's your old manager?
You are?
Is that why he's your old manager now?
Yeah. Like, years and years of just shit singing. Nobody would sign me records.
Oh, classic.
So, yeah, that's how it started. And then... my Artche alias actually started from singing because I was always making those type of records, like more melodic stuff, but I just wasn't doing anything. And then my mate Paul is mutual friends with Cristoph. Yeah. So he got me in touch with him and said, like, you do some vocals on your records and stuff. So I did a couple of those and he was like, oh, I love these. And that's how we started working, and then started doing like productions together. And then, that's how it's like grown from there, really.
That's dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah. So 3 years on, here we are.
Bang on. And then you've just released a record with Frankie and...
in Cozzy. Yeah,
Cristoph. Yeah. It's great. Kind of, I really like it, man. It's really good.
Yes, yeah.
It's really good.
It's like blowing up a little bit on everything. It's like number 3 in the charts so far, so...
On Beatport?
You are?
On Beatport?
Yeah. Overall as well.
That's amazing. That's great.
Yeah, for a prog house record, it's like unheard of.
Yeah, and also being signed to Eric Prydz label. It's pretty good.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
We've actually got another coming in October called Illusions.
On Pryda?
Yeah, I think so. Not sure.
Not sure if you're allowed to say or not, but fuck it.
Yeah.
No one's listening anyway, mate. No one's listening. It's just you and I.
Yeah. They'll have turned off at about...
Yeah, exactly. After about 10 minutes of Dixie Chickens, everyone would have turned off.
Yeah. This is shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so got another one coming later on in the year, shall we say. But yeah, this one's doing really well.
It's great.
Yeah, it's got played on Animac last the first Animac plays well for me personally, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, just hopefully it keeps going. Hopefully we can get to that top 1 spot.
If you're listening, go and buy it on Beatport, people. Support Artche out.
Shameless plug.
Yeah.
Buy my record.
I've never had a Beatport number 1.
Put the link here, yeah?
It's down. I'll actually put it in the description. It's in the description, people. I've never had a Beatport number 1. I've had top genre, but not.
Yeah, not actually on the overall.
Not actual on the overall.
Not many people have.
I wonder what it does nowadays, because it used to be like a big thing.
Yeah, I mean, I've had like a number 1 before on the genre. And been quite high, but it never does anything really for my followers and stuff. I'm still like 2,000. Like, come on. But yeah, I mean, obviously it does. It will if you're like there for a while. I would have thought.
Yeah, I definitely
to be open and stuff.
Yeah, I think it will change massively when clubs open. I think that's when kind of people start paying it. Although the likes of John Summit, he's kind of smashed it. With his stuff, and that all came out in lockdown, all of it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think it depends really. I had like with that Run track, we got it in the dance charts in Ireland. It got to number 9 in the dance charts, and I was like, surely not. Like, How?
Mate, you're gigging in Dublin like, every weekend.
Every weekend, I've got a residency in Dublin now.
That's class, that, mate.
It's cool, but again, it's like clubs aren't open.
Yeah, it's it almost feels like a waste because you're like, oh God, if this was out when clubs open. But I suppose that this is when bookers are starting to look now, though. Promoters are starting to book.
I think they are. Yeah, I think 2021 is going to be interesting because I think there's going to be. I don't know. You might be able to tell me different, but I think promoters are just going to be booking acts that they know are going to sell tickets.
Probably.
And not take the risk.
On lesser known.
Well, to be fair, mate, I don't get booked in the UK. I very rarely play in the UK. I'm more because I'm usually based in America. I live in Detroit, so my touring is mostly in America. Like,
States.
So it's like
I've never played in the States. Is it good? The crowd's good.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
I
wasn't very convinced now.
No, it is. It's so different to the UK.
Yeah, is it?
The scene is so different to the UK, but I honestly I can't really comment because I played I played in the UK like 2019 was the last time I played in the UK. No, yeah, 2019. No, maybe even 2018.
Wow.
It's weird, mate. It's the scene in the UK is very different to the US. I find. Sorry.
No, go on. I was just going to say I actually supported you once.
Where? In Newcastle.
Concept 10 in Newcastle.
Oh yeah. Well, is that you?
Is that the one who cleared the room? Is that you?
I thought he got a bit fatter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. It's very different scenes, and although like we all talk the same language and everything like that, America's just different to the UK. It's just like worlds apart, and there's no.
In what way is it different? Like the crowds, is it more subdued? What is it music based?
Completely the opposite. I think like it's weird. I find, and this is I could be completely wrong, and I'm happy to be wrong, but I find the UK to be a lot clickier.
Yeah.
So if you're if you're part of a crew in the UK, you have fans from that crew and they love that whole crew and they're not going to go out of that crew, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Whereas in the US, you'll have somebody that will want to go and listen to Seth Troxler and then they will want to go and listen to Tiesto. And you're like, how?
Well, yeah, it's not like, I can't listen to that. I can't like that music. I can't be friends with those guys.
Yeah.
Because it'll dampen my image.
Yeah.
And all that. Yeah.
And I think the thing with the UK, we have such a strong history and a strong scene that a lot of scenes look to the UK on what's popping.
Mm-hmm.
So America does sometimes look to the UK and being like, what's big and let's try and grow it. But I feel like over the last 5-6 years, America's built their own kind of scene and they bring people from the UK over, but it's not a mirror image of the UK, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I think, it's more eclectic range.
Do you play much over here?
Not really. Hopefully when obviously things open up, I've got a few unconfirmed gigs, but they're kind of confirmed.
Yeah.
But so hopefully I'll be having a few over here, but I definitely want to be touring about, like, definitely. You
should get touring with Cristoph and Frankie.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
That's the plan, like, yeah, definitely. With me and Cristoph have been talking about it for a bit, like, getting on his tour and stuff, so fingers crossed the bookers want to book me.
It's so weird. It's so strange. Like I really don't know. Like the UK scene is something that I want to be part of, obviously, because I'm fucking English. But
yeah, of course.
Just it takes time, and there's no point forcing it.
Of course.
You just have to go where you get booked.
I'm surprised you don't get booked in England though. Like,
mate, everyone says that. Everyone says that.
I don't get it at all because you've got a big following. So
I don't know. I think it might change.
I think a lot of it's mainly tech house though that get booked in England. Even still, like it's all really like just cool tech house.
Is it cool though? Let's be honest.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah. Cool tech house.
Yeah. I'd be happy if I like played more in Germany or something like that. I'd be cool with that.
Yeah. Now those are some good crowds.
Yeah, mate.
I've never actually played in Germany, but I
played in Berlin a couple of times, and
whereabouts?
Oh my god!
Please tell me, Berghain.
Could you imagine me playing in Berghain?
Will Clarke.
I'm definitely not cool enough for that shit. Ever. Like, if I ever get booked in Berghain, I'm calling you and we're going. We're getting.
100%. I'll get my leather suit on, yeah?
Mate, same here.
I've heard some stories.
Oh, mate, I've heard some great stories.
Mad stories, like
elbow deep. That's all I've heard in Berghain.
Have you heard in the urinals?
Yeah.
Mate.
Anybody that hasn't heard the story, you can kind of tell it if you want.
So there's, I don't know if it's one guy or multiple guys, but so my mate actually told me he's been, and he said that there's a guy's with he's kneeling next to the urinals and they knock your leg and basically ask for your piss in their mouths.
It's wild, isn't it?
My mate. Yeah, my mate.
Your best friend. Is it Cristoph?
Nah. One who isn't a DJ.
Yeah, but, I've heard some great. There's also a night in Berlin called Fisting Fridays. And it's I've
never heard of this one. You know a lot more about it.
Well, I went and had a meeting somewhere out there with some well-known download site, and one of the guys there kind of took us out for dinner and stuff, and he was telling us about all the lovely Berlin nights, and there's a night called Fist Friday, and it's men only.
All right. That's what that booking thing was.
Imagine that.
You book that, yeah.
Definitely. I'm confirmed. I do it for free.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Only in Berlin though.
I love it. I love the openness, and I love.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I love that you can kind of.
Yeah,
you can kind of just do it, and as long as no one's getting hurt, and which they probably are.
Friday, so don't know about that, mate.
But I guess if it's your like local, then you're not going to get hurt because you're just so used to it.
Not being your local. God, you couldn't sit down. But anyways, moving on.
I wonder if the WhatsApp group is like the Fifth Friday locals, and it's just like going in tonight, lads.
Barry, you in tonight, mate? I haven't seen you for 2 weeks.
It won't be Barry. What's a German name? What's a classic German? Hans. That's
Klaus.
It. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Sorry to all the Germans out there.
That attend that.
Yeah.
That fine establishment.
But I kind of wish like we were that open in the UK a little bit.
Yeah. We're definitely far off that.
We would never get that ever.
No, nothing anywhere near Berghain.
Well, I think even just Berlin, like the fact that you party like for 24 hours, you just don't get that here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It is open 24 hours, isn't it, Berghain?
Pretty much. Yeah, I think it's open for 72 hours.
Jesus.
But that's a lot of these clubs are over there.
Yeah,
they're just open, and you just go on a Friday night and come out on a Monday morning, and be like, where I don't know. I could go on for longer.
I'm against the one. Don't be booking me after 1 o'clock. You get used to it again, going out and actually staying up later.
That's the weird thing, isn't it? Last week I actually like made myself stay up past midnight because I was like, just got to get back I just got to get back in the spirit and just be like,
you can do this. The only time I stay up is if we're playing COD, obviously, and everybody says like, "No, we'll go now," and then one lad will be like, "One more game." We're like,
"Go on then,
let's fucking do it, come on!" So yeah, that's the only time.
Yeah, I was talking to some mates, and they're like in music industry, and they still stay up till like 5 o'clock in the morning. I did like an interview. I had like Justin J on the podcast, and he was like, "Yeah, I went to bed at 5 a.m. this morning." I'm like, "What? Like how?
What time are you waking up?"
Like 12.
See,
I couldn't do it.
I just feel like if I stay awake late and then get up late, I feel like I've lost so much of the day.
Mate, I'm
even
exactly
though
the
I'm
same.
staying up for the same amount as somebody else is.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I'm exactly the same. I'm like, I can't. I
need to get up early. Like I'm trying to wake up and do like meditation, like because, yeah. So about 3 months ago, I developed tinnitus, chronic tinnitus.
No way.
Yeah, mate. So I've literally just received my referral letter that I'm going to the ENT on the 12th of March, mate.
That's scary.
So, yeah, really scary, but it's just something I've got to live with now.
How bad is it?
It's really bad, yeah.
Really?
It's really bad in this year. This is like I can hear it now quite loud.
Yeah.
But some days it's hardly there, which kind of tells me that I can get rid of it.
Yeah.
So it's just like I need to kind of keep that belief that I'll be able to get rid of it.
Does it drive you crazy?
It does at night. Like the first, so I've had it for like years, like really low tinnitus. Like almost where you can't even hear it. You think, is that ringing or not? Like, yeah, I think everybody has that.
Yeah.
Well, who DJs anyway.
Yeah.
And then in December, I don't know if it was an ear infection or something, but I went to the doctors. They said I was fine, but I was having like ear pain. And then that went, and then all of a sudden, just in the space of a week, it just got louder and louder and louder.
Oh.
To the point where it was just like, whoa, that's serious.
Yeah.
So yeah, I went back and got referred to ENT. But yeah, so I've just been like living with that for like the past few months. Do meditation and stuff, and it's helped. Honestly, like I'm quite an anxious person anyway, so it kind of helps with anxiety anyway.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Have you ever done therapy or anything like that?
Hmm?
Have you ever done like therapy or anything like that?
No, I'm gonna have. So I put in like an Instagram story up saying like somebody had tinnitus when I first got it because I was like freaking out a bit.
Yeah.
I knew some DJs would contact us, and Paul Nolan messaged it and said he'd had it for years and just try all these things, meditation and stuff, which I do that every day now, just for like 20 minutes, just like with binaural beats on. Just put binaural beats on and then just sit there, like focus on my breathing.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's unreal. The first like week of doing it, or like month, I was like, what am I doing here? Like, I'm sat there, like, I'm always doing like you just sit there like and relax and stuff. But I was just in my head, you're just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But then you kind of like get used to it, and it does. You do eventually, because I'm like really pessimistic about all that spirituality and all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it does help, and it does relax you. So in turn, it like calms your nervous system down, which in turn calms your tinnitus down.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've had that for 3 months, but that's actually, it's helped a lot. And then he mentioned that it's called cranial sacral therapy, or cranial sacral therapy, and that's kind of like where they're just kind of like light touches on your face and stuff, on your skin, and apparently that kind of again calms your nervous system down. So yeah, I'm gonna look into doing that. Obviously, when people are allowed to touch you.
Yeah. I wonder if well, I guess they're allowed to now, mate, because it's like you can go see the doctors and stuff. You can see a physio and stuff like that. I
suppose, yeah.
Dude, that's rough. I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemies. Like,
yeah, it's mad, right? Because you wouldn't think like that a bit of ringing in your ears would bother you so much. But it's the thought that when I first got it, it was the thought that, oh my God, this is with me for life.
Yeah.
Like this ringing is going to be me until I die. Yeah. So like, it's that daunting thing. And then you kind of like, it's mad how much you get used to it. Like for me, I got used to it quite easily, but it still bothers us, but it's nowhere near as when it first.
I wonder if there's like ever going to be any medicine that or like technology that they can fix it with.
Yeah, so I was speaking. I'm doing a couple of tracks with Otis and Verdi. Otis and Verdi, and Ben
and John, they're great, aren't they?
Yeah.
Fuck it, mate. Have you been out on a night with them?
No. But I'm going to go to the one on the 23rd of July, I think.
I actually might come to that. I might drive up.
Yes, mate.
But watch out, those boys are fucking animals.
Oh, I'll give them
I'm sure you will, because you're from Geordie land. But they are animals.
Oh, really?
Like we spoke about this on the podcast before, but when it was 2 years ago in Miami, John had left. John didn't go to Miami. I think he was just about to have a baby. And Ben went out, and John called me and was like, mate, you have to find Ben for me. You have to like just check out if he's okay, because I've not heard from him for like 4 days. And like,
what?
I couldn't get hold of him at all. Didn't see him the whole time. Just fucking went AWOL.
Where was he?
He doesn't even know.
What was it? Fists in what?
Fist Fridays.
Fist Fridays, yeah. Right.
But yeah, Ben's got pretty bad tinnitus as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, so Ben, so I was speaking to him the other day about it, and he was saying that there's some, he's had it for years as well, but he was saying that there's some research into having like nanobots and stuff, basically kind of cancelling it out.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
But I mean, I don't know how far that away. There's so many like little bits of research being done and stuff, different separate research and that. But you don't know how close they are to being actually ready for human.
I'd like to think in like 10 years time or something like that, then we can fix that.
Yeah, the whole, that kind of, it's weird, right? Because I don't think I'd have it done, because when I was doing my research and stuff, and I was finding research that, like, into these therapies and stuff, I could hear it go down in volume as I was calming down. So it's like, I don't know if I'd want to risk something like that in case it made it worse or whatever, unless it was like 100% effective. I don't think I'd do it.
Does it affect you writing or anything like that?
No. It did. I stopped music for like a month.
Yeah.
Like in January, because it was just unbearable. But
you were still playing COD though, weren't you?
Oh yeah, I mean COD, yeah. COD. But having the headset on with the lads, I could hear it so loud.
Yeah, I bet.
I've got a really shit headset. It was like 10 quid. So one of the
that's what gave you tinnitus, mate. Jeez.
Yeah, that is what gives tinnitus. So it's like one ear's doesn't actually play sound. It's just this one. So this is the worst one. So obviously, if you did that, I can hear it really loud now.
Yeah.
So I can hear it so loud playing COD, but it kind of takes my mind off it. So
you should get those noise cancelling. Get those Bose noise cancelling ones. See if that helps it.
But that would make it worse.
Because it's silence.
The silence. Yeah. I bought a book on it on tinnitus, and this one technique was to meditate in silence. So you use that to concentrate. Yeah. So I did it, and it just got so loud, and I was like, mate, this book's a joke. Like, chucked it right in the bin.
Do you sleep with like a white noise generator or anything like that?
Nah. So there's a lot of people that have tinnitus use those, but I'd rather not mask it. I'd rather get used to it quicker instead of kind of with the white noise that kind of mask it and block it out.
I sleep with a fan every night, and
do you?
I don't have tinnitus or anything, but I just find pure silence really weird.
Horrible. Yeah.
It's really
I mean, I don't know what pure silence is now, mate.
You're sorted. You don't need a fan. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't need a fan. Yeah, I'm just like this all night. Right?
Constantly wired.
Yeah.
Did it affect your sleep at all?
Not once I'm asleep. Sometimes, like last night, for some reason, it was really loud and I was concentrating on it. But I've always got like something on. I fall asleep to the US Office like every night.
Okay.
So, like every night. Yeah, I've watched that series like at least 50 times.
I haven't even watched the UK Office. I know. There's certain things in my life that people just disagree with completely. And
he's one of them.
And that's one of them. And
the UK Office is possibly the best comedy ever. So,
did you see the Golden Globes with Ricky Gervais when he ripped into him?
Oh my God.
So good.
He's amazing.
He's the best. He's the best. Best comedian out there.
He is, yeah. But you need to watch it.
I know.
He's so funny. And if you like Ricky Gervais, mate, you'll love The Office.
Yeah.
Because it's just him, like an exaggerated version of him.
Yeah.
Which is the best.
So dry. Love it.
Yeah. So anyways, so I fall asleep to that every night. But I'm a bit of a tossing and turning. So when it's there and I'm watching it and my ears listening to the Office, it's fine. And then as soon as I turn over and then that's kind of like on the pillow, it's like, oh, fucking hell, there it is.
How do you think, did you used to wear earplugs or anything like that? Or did you just smash your ears?
I've never worn earplugs. And I played in some very, very loud venues.
Yeah. To
the point where it's actually hurting my ears.
Yeah.
And then I'll always remember when I was I must have been 17 or something. I went to a Swedish House Mafia concert.
I know what you're going to say. Were you in the speaker?
And it was literally, you couldn't even hear tones in the music. It was that loud. Oh. It was just disgusting. And I was like, nah.
That's not good though.
No, I know. And you just think if that was now, I'd literally have the loudest tinnitus. But that lasts like a week, that tinnitus.
Yeah.
And then it kind of goes, obviously. Because do you still get it after gigs and stuff?
I've worn earplugs since I was 13 years old.
Yeah, see.
And I've had one occasion where I don't know what was up, but I think I left my earplug somewhere. I've got really sensitive hearing. So if I don't wear earplugs, my ears are awful. But not like... I don't get tinnitus, but they're awful.
Is it more like everything's louder or...
Yeah, everything's super loud for me.
Oh, it's like hyperacousis.
Yeah. And then I remember once, I don't know what happened. I can't remember. It was a few years back. And all I had to do was just put my earplugs in all day. And I traveled with earplugs in and everything and just did everything with earplugs in. And the day after, I was absolutely fine.
Really?
Yeah. But I write really loud. So in the studio, I'm always writing really loud. I can't write quiet. I'm just you're writing club music. It has to be loud. But
I can't do that now.
Yeah, I guess you can't. But I for me, luckily, touch wood, because being in clubs, I've always worn earplugs. Always. And always will.
One thing I'll regret, but I'm kind of glad I got it in lockdown, so it wasn't because of a really loud gig.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Weirdly, I just feel like if it was a loud gig and I didn't wear earplugs and then it was really loud, I think, oh my God, it's even louder now.
Yeah.
At least I've kind of I'm gonna buy some ACS ones, some custom ones.
Do it, man. It's so worth it.
What's it like DJing with them though?
Fine, because I still put the monitors loud, and it's still loud. But it just takes all the harshness out.
Yeah. What attenuation do you have? -15 or -20?
I started with -25.
Wow.
But then, and I still have them.
Wow.
But
it's loads.
Yeah, it's loads. But I'm usually playing with -15.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the industry standard, isn't it?
Yeah. But personally, mate, for you, I would get both. I would just pay.
-30. I'm going 30.
Just get those massive ear defenders.
yeah. Oh my God.
But I don't know. Shadow Child. I think he uses in him. Oh my God. In-ear monitors.
Yeah. I've got some.
And I think I don't quote me if I could be wrong, but he might have pretty bad tinnitus as well. And I think that really helps him.
So the in-ear monitors, I've got some of those.
Yeah.
Because when I was like 18 or something, a lot of the DJs had them, and I was like, I want to be like them. Yeah. So I bought some, like, and they're unreal. But I feel like if I wear earphones, say at the gym now, I'd have tinnitus because they're right there. Yeah. Whereas if I've got earplugs and then headphones over the top, it might not be as loud. If you know what weirdly enough.
Yeah,
you know
yeah. I hear that.
Maybe not though.
I'm just so used to wearing earplugs when I play. So
yeah, I suppose it's getting used to that though, isn't it?
You just have to get used to it. It's not the case of like, because I know a lot of DJs that take their earplugs out when they DJ and then just put them back in after, and I'm like, what's the point?
What? So they go into the club with earplugs,
with them in, and then
start DJing, take them out.
Yeah,
but that's the loudest part of the event.
Yeah, because I guess a lot of people stay and party afterwards and stuff like that. So the minute they come off the decks, which I get, but you just have to get used to it.
Yeah, that's it. It's because I think the first gig I'm going to have is going to be quite a big one. Yeah, and I'm worried that I'm going to have these earplugs in, and I'm going to have to get used to them. So it's going to be weird.
You'll be fine, man. Like
yeah.
What I would do is I would spend like a couple of days for like a few hours with them in.
Yeah, I've got these ones, these ear dial ones. So funny, right? Because when I first developed in it, I was like, I'm gonna have to even wear them and stuff when I just go out with the lads and stuff, just on a night out.
Oh, so you have to. I take my earplugs everywhere with me.
Do you?
Yeah.
I was like researching invisible ones because I don't want. It just looked funny, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, these are invisible ones. Put them in." No, they're not. Like not at all. You can see them perfectly. I might as well be wearing a sign. But yeah, these ones, they're like -10.
Yeah, they're not great though. I've had them before. Then
the ear dial ones.
Mate, get ACS and
ACS. Yeah.
I've had those since I was 12, 13. And had many pairs. You have to, especially with you, I would get a new pair like every 2 years because your ears grow.
Yeah. Of course, they'll change.
And change, but they're great, man. Absolute life changer.
I'm definitely going to invest in them.
And you can get clear ones, but the clear ones are really annoying. I wouldn't get clear because if you ever drop them, you can't find them. In a club.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
Get like
get like ones with strings on and stuff that are really obvious.
Yeah,
I'm wearing earplugs.
I think it's just normal in our industry though now. Like
yeah. I mean more like if I go out just with the lads on a night out or something.
You have to wear them, man. You have to.
Of course. Because it's only going to get worse.
Yeah, it's not good, and you don't want your other ear to go.
Exactly, because Ben was saying. That when he does that when he's DJing but he just can't get the feel for the music, so he just takes them out.
That's what a lot of DJs do.
That's what I think I might do because I'm like, if it's a big gig, I'll be like, oh God, I just need to feel the music and feel the crowd a bit more.
If it's a big gig, they're generally going to have really good monitors.
Yeah.
So you just turn the monitors up louder.
Yeah.
And I know that kind of sounds awful, but what the earplugs are actually doing, they're taking the harshness out. So it's not really the like low ends that are fucking you, it's the high ends. And that's exactly what they're doing. And it's really weird because like when you shout at each other in a club when you're talking to someone with the ACS earplugs, you can actually have a normal conversation because you can like hear people better.
It's like if you did that and somebody shouts at you in the club, you can hear it perfectly. Or like just talks at you. Sorry. Yeah, you can hear them perfectly.
But that's the thing that fucks your ears is people shouting at you in the club.
Oh, mate.
It's the worst.
Yeah. Do you want a drink?
Yeah.
Like, what? Yeah, well, there's tinnitus.
Yeah, I want a new ear as well. You can't.
Ruined for life now. But yeah. I'm definitely going to do that. And just get used to it, like you say. But
Get you can get glow in the dark ones as well. They're quite cool.
Can I get my name branded on it as well?
You actually can get initials in there.
Can you actually?
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
I'm not doing that. I'm not being that guy.
I got glow in the dark ones once, but you
was it as a joke?
No, never. Well, I used to have black ones, and then I made the mistake that you drop the black ones, and then it takes so long to find them.
In a nightclub,
yeah, and you're in a nightclub, like getting your phone out, and like you tell everyone in the booth to like not fucking move and get their phone out, and it just looks like everyone's doing a bunch of gear if you're on the other side, because everyone's just like below the decks. But so I ended up just getting bright colors, because then you find them when you drop them. And they're like 200 quid. So it's like...
Yeah, they're cheap enough for like the safety of your ears.
Yeah, it's worth it. But you don't want to lose them, ever.
No. So you have to get them to go to like Boots or something, don't you? To get them more,
you have to get an
audiologist.
Audiologist, that's the word.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I did one in Detroit, and they got me to bite something. So they got me to bite a foam when they're putting the injection in.
Why?
Because supposedly it opens up your eardrums or something.
Right.
I don't know. But they fit so much better.
Yeah. Well, one of mine doesn't. One of the ACS ones, and when I first got it, it was like slightly off.
Yeah.
You can proper tell.
Yeah.
Like, especially the earphone ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird. You need to get them like properly done.
Yeah.
But the in-ear monitors, like the really good ones, they're fucking expensive. Like really expensive.
What, the ACS ones?
The in-ear monitors.
Yeah, I got the ones I got were like 250.
Yeah.
I think they're like bog standard ones.
Yeah, you can get ones that are like 700 quid, and they like have like microphones built in, so you still get you still hear the crowd.
What?
Yeah, it's wild. But it's what all the bands use. But I think that completely takes everything out. So all you hear is just like you, and you're just like in it.
Yeah. God, microphone ones. I don't think I can afford the 700 ones just yet.
Yeah, mate. You have to get good at gaming and start making that gaming money.
Yeah, I'm just going to... fuck music. I'm just going to get a Twitch.
Oh, mate. So many people are making so much money off that thing.
I know. It's mad. I need to do that, man.
You should.
I need to do that. Just start doing live streams and live stream.
What's your thoughts on the whole live stream thing?
I haven't done one. No. I've been asked a few times, but I don't know. There's so many like mad ones. It's like almost a comedy thing now, where it's like, how mad can I make my live stream?
Yeah.
Like, I'm on a plane DJing or like whatever, like skydiving with sex. It's like, what?
Yeah.
I've seen some really funny ones, but like, no, they are good. Like, they are good, but I just, I haven't personally done one.
Yeah, I've literally turned down everyone. I'm just like, unless it was like Circle, that like we're like, Will, we want to do something really fucking cool with you, which they're not. I'm not cool enough for that. So it's like, unless it was something really cool, then
unless it's a hot air balloon and I'm in the sky, I ain't doing it.
Yeah, I agree. Or in Fist Fridays or something like that.
Or Fist Friday, yeah. I mean, yeah, surrounded,
elbow deep.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know. I don't know.
I also think there's like, I think it's great because I know a few people that have like really earned some really good money from it, and they've just like built up an amazing community. But I think it's that you either got to do it properly or just don't bother doing it.
Yeah, exactly. I can't do it there. Just be with the plants.
No one wants to see you in your kitchen.
With the candle as well.
Nice bit of atmosphere kind of creating there.
It's more because I forgot to take the bins out and the apartment stunk this morning. So
mate, you should watch that candle with that plant. Actually,
it's not real.
Yeah, that's even worse.
I know. Yeah. 1 second.
There we go. Safety first.
We're sorted. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What have you got coming up music wise then?
I've got the one on my own label, Usual, that I sent to you the other day.
Okay, let's talk about Usual.
Yeah. So
what's the score with that?
Me and my management have been discussing setting up a label for ages.
Who's your management?
Do you know Danny Whittle?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's my manager, and Carl Kennedy as well.
Cool.
So
who else do they look after?
Manu Gonzalez, and that's it. It's class. They've just got me and Manu.
Yeah.
So
it's perfect, that.
It's me, honestly, I've had loads of managers. I've been on like a decent management company in the past, and it was just so shit compared to these guys. They're just on the ball all the time. It's great.
I totally agree. I had the same situation, and I think manager for me is just purely about the relationship between you and them.
Yeah, you've got to be mates.
You have to have this relationship where you're just like willing to just die for anything.
Exactly. Yeah.
And do it for each other.
That's it. And they do that.
Yeah, it's fucking great. My current manager, who I will be with for the rest of my career, forever, if you know what I mean. Like, I know I actually want to earn money for him. I'm not fussed about earning money for me. I'd rather him earn money. And when it's that,
you want it. Exactly that. Yeah.
When it's like that, you just know that you're in it for good. But it takes a while to get there. It takes a while to find somebody that's right. And what might not be right for you in the first place might be somebody else's perfect manager. You just never know.
Yeah, of course. Well, it took what, nine years or something of me producing to then find the one that, like you say, I want to make money for.
Yeah.
And they took me on when I hadn't even started the Artche alias, you know. So for them to do that is great, and they got me the collaboration with Sasha,
That's great.
Which is just like, I'm still surreal now. Just the track with Sasha, just no biggie. But it's just mad, mate.
It's wild, isn't it? Because like in the Sasha's huge, obviously. Yeah. But it's such a I feel like now it's such an industry thing where, because Sasha's still massive and still sells shitloads of tickets, but I wouldn't say he's super popular in the younger generations. Yeah. So it's more like that thing where for us as like artists, we have these like collaborations that we'd love to do, not because they're going to do anything for our public.
The artists.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's like that respect, and he's one of the reasons why I got into music.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you'd have told me at 15, 16 that I was going to be doing a track with Sasha, I would have just told you to fuck off. Yeah. But yeah, it happened, and so
it's amazing.
It was mad because like we sent a couple tracks over to the label because Danny knows him and knows his management and stuff. So we sent a couple tracks over, and they liked one and said, "Do you want to maybe do a collaboration for the next track on the EP and kind of make it like an EP?" Yeah. I was like, yeah, sweet. I was thinking, well, I rang Danny up and I was like, well, who would the collaboration be with? And he was like, well, Sasha. And I'm like, well, no, it can't be Sasha. It's got to be like someone on the label. And then he sent the track over, Sasha Siren Chords, and I was just like, So yeah, I was like, right, I'm gonna have to smash this. Yeah. So we went back and forth and stuff, and over like I think about 3 weeks or something, and then we came up with our Siren Chords, and it's
amazing. It's a great record as well.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah. Well, that's kind of like the reason why I started making a little bit more eclectic music, I suppose, like with the new release run that's coming out. Yeah. Because it was like a breakbeat kind of break, a more electronica drums and that. So that's kind of the way I've gone for like a couple of the records. Obviously, I'm still doing like the usual stuff. Yeah. But usual, like the music on usual, I want to kind of keep changing it up and stuff. So it's not usual music. You get me? Yeah. Which is why I felt with a Y.
Yeah, definitely.
So cool, you know.
Well, I think that's the thing is I was literally talking to Huxley like 10 minutes before we jumped on this, and we were talking about by having your own record label, you can actually be an artist. And not saying that anybody that signs to other record labels aren't artists, but
you can
do what the fuck you want.
Exactly.
You're not in the lines of. There's no barriers where you've got somebody asking for a record like your last record or a record like this record.
Yeah, you have to make this. Oh, it's too different to what you've previously made. So that's exactly why we wanted to set up Usual, because like send me management like tracks all the time, and they're like, we need to get these out.
Yeah,
they're so different to what you usually making and stuff. So yeah, that was the reason behind it. So yeah, we've got that coming out on the 26th of March, and then I've got a couple of tracks with, like I said before, Ocean Bird.
Yeah,
a few more collaborations with some other artists, and then the one with Cristoph. Cool, it's going to be out later this year. So I think I'm pretty busy up until October time. Oh, and then I've got an EP on Fur Coat's label.
Dope.
Yeah.
I love what they do.
As well, so yeah.
They do some good stuff. Busy year, man. Busy year.
Yeah. Hopefully, and just want the gigs to open up now and kind of play me music out instead of just on my Mac speakers.
Yeah, it's strange times, man. It's like nearly a year. I've been back in the UK a week today. I would have been back for a year, and I'm just like, what the fuck has happened? Yeah,
a year of my life's gone.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it's been positive.
I think
100%. Like there's definitely music I would never have written ever if there was clubs, because you just get into that like.
You need to send me some of these tracks that you.
I'll send you some stuff. I'll send you some. Yeah. Well, Run. I don't know if you heard it, but I would never have written that.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Never have written that. But I think it's just nice to like. It is nice to take a break, and just kind of reevaluate where you're at in life, because I think we can get. I don't know about you, but I can get caught up in it and and your like whole life is revolved around making music, and then you realize how small music is and how little does it actually matter in the grand scheme of life.
Yeah, totally.
It's definitely
100%. Well, loads of stuff's happened since last year. Like I've lived in 3 different places, so like it's massive. Yeah, you don't really realize.
Well, and also your career's kind of got a lot bigger in the last year.
Yeah. I think it's weird to say that it's had a positive effect on me, coronavirus, because like it's obviously it's an awful thing and it's horrendous. But yeah, it's like because everybody's been at home streaming and actually checking out their artists.
Yeah.
Labels have been listening to more demos and whatnot. It's kind of silver lining, I suppose, in my personal world.
I totally agree. I actually think overall there's a lot of positives that have come out of coronavirus generally. And don't get me wrong, it's bad that there's been a lot of people lose their lives.
Yeah. Of course.
But I also, without sounding,
it's a weird way to word it without.
Yeah, it's weird because obviously like
people know what we mean.
Yeah, you don't want people to die, do you? Of course you don't. No. But it's a fact of life. People die. We're all going to die at some point in our lives, and I think you just got to make the most of it. But I think there's been a lot of learning in me. What do you want to change when it goes back? What do you want that happened in the industry or in life, like before COVID to now? Like if you could have a magic wand that would like change a few things, what would it be?
Oh God, I have no idea.
It's tough, isn't it?
No, that's a tough one. In our industry or just in general?
Whatever.
I think in the industry, I don't know. I don't know if I'd change anything.
Yeah.
I haven't got an answer. I don't know what I'd change. In the industry, maybe. Nah, I don't know. I wouldn't change anything.
Sick.
As it is now, I mean, like, I feel like everybody's a bit more cautious of things and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know.
What do you mean cautious? Like, don't want to speak out just in case they get cancelled?
yeah, mate. It's got
bad.
It's got ridiculous.
It's got bad.
It's got ridiculous. That's one thing I would change.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
People to be able to have a laugh a little bit and kind of take the piss a little bit more. And
yes.
Yeah.
It's just gotten a bit too far with the
wokeness.
Like somebody might say something wrong like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like people are even calling out Ricky Gervais like racist and stuff. Like he takes the piss out of that.
Yeah.
He like makes jokes about it, about people being this. Like he's not actually that himself.
Yeah, I think what happens is 90% of the public are actually cool with it, but you have that 10% that are just really loud, and they're much louder than everybody else, and they make issues. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of issues. There's a lot of issues that should be spoken about and should change.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's going too far the other way though, isn't it?
That's the thing. It's like yeah.
Also, one thing I'd change is Labour would be in charge.
It's what?
Tories wouldn't be in charge.
I don't think anyone would do a better job at this moment in time. I don't think anyone would be able to.
Oh, you would consider?
No, I don't give a fuck about politics.
Yeah.
But I just don't think anyone, like no one in this whole world has done coronavirus well, apart from.
I know, yeah.
Apart from the woman in New Zealand who smashed it, but then you're like, well, they have 3 million people in population, and the size is like twice the size of the UK. So I'm like,
yeah, of course, that's why I saw that on your last podcast when you googled that with the. I didn't realise how big it was and how
it's huge. And
why can't we just follow New Zealand?
Everyone's like that, and it's the same with Sweden.
Like, yeah, you can't do that.
Like, what's the size of Sweden? Population? I don't know.
There's not many, is there?
Population of Sweden.
Like 30 million.
10 million.
10 million.
Like, that's London.
Oh my god.
And what's the landmass of?
I'm just gonna look on maps here to see the
landmass of Sweden.
In comparison, yeah. Wait there.
450 square kilometers. Okay. Landmass.
50 kilometers. You're joking.
Square kilometers.
I suppose we're only about. Are we about 500? England, I mean.
So square kilometers, Sweden's 450. England is square kilometers 240.
No way.
That's 240,000. So 450,000 and 200. So we're pretty much.
Look at the size of Sweden compared to. Why can't we just do what Sweden do? Do you know what I mean? Like, why can't we just do it? I should be in charge. I would have sorted this out by now.
And if we take England, if we take Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Wales out of it, we're 130,000 square kilometers.
Oh my god!
So we've got 68 million people.
That's insane.
But the thing is media just tells us what they want to tell us. So, like, I don't agree with what Boris Johnson says or does.
Yes.
Is a bit of a bell end. But let's be honest, so is every other politician.
Oh yeah. I just want a nice one. Just a nice one. Just one that's just going to be honest, but they don't exist.
Yeah, but who was the Labour guy before that was running? Corbyn. He's not nice.
He was useless.
He was a dickhead. And if we want to talk about like past history, like some of the stuff that he's done in his past, I'm like, that's dark. Like that's worse than Boris Johnson. Mm-hmm. And you're just like, no wonder he'd lost so bad.
Yeah, with the IRA and stuff.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not good.
It's like, that was years ago. It's like, but he was still an adult.
Yeah. You still had a choice to do whatever.
My age.
Yeah.
And I ain't like that.
Going to funerals of the IRA, like, fine. But again, I'm not a politician, so I might be talking shit.
We're gonna lose our conservative fans here. I'm already losing followers as we speak.
I don't care. But that's the thing that I would change about the industry is everyone turns into a fucking politician on voting week. And everybody
knows everything. And everybody knows everything from the US election as well.
Yeah. You're not even American. One of my friends, she had a massive go at me for not telling people to vote in the US. I'm like, I'm not American. Like, yeah. and she's like, yeah, but still you have loads of followers. I was like, yeah, but I'm not American. Like, and I don't care who wins. Like,
yeah, they're both bad.
They're both awful.
Awful.
And
like things that Biden's done in the past are awful.
And doing now.
And
you're just like,
and Trump's awful. They're both just
awful. And why would I tell somebody like in the UK, I'll be like, people go vote. I would never tell anyone to vote on anyone. I don't give a fuck who you vote for.
It's up to you.
It's up to you. Like, just fucking do what you want. Just the scary thing that I do actually see more and more. So being in the US, there's a huge divide between Republicans and Democrats, and I've seen like I've seen where people won't be friends with people that vote red or vote blue, whatever.
Wow.
And I saw it kind of happening over the Trump era and before that, and I'm slowly starting to see it more in the UK. And I'm just like, I really hope we don't go down that route. I really hope we don't.
It's almost like civil war, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's getting, especially obviously with the protests and stuff, which is fair enough. But
it's just a bit weird. Yeah. It's like, have we not learned from the past?
Yeah.
Like, this didn't work beforehand, people.
No. It's crazy, mate. It's crazy. But yeah, I think we might be going down that route.
I just hope we learn from America
on what not to do.
It's
mad that we've the two biggest superpowers in the world. We have Biden, Trump, Johnson, and Corbyn to choose from. It's like, what? Seriously.
America amazes me even more, but I understand America because the political system is so corrupt.
Yeah.
Like, it's so corrupt. Where it's corrupt here, but it's not like it is in America, where it's like it's all based on money, where it's not really based on money here. You're not you can't do lobbying.
You wouldn't have Alan Sugar running for Prime Minister.
No, but that would be banner if he was. I'd probably vote for him.
He'd be such an arsehole. That would be class. He'd be such an arsehole.
Could you imagine it? It would be awful. But I don't know. Who celebrity-wise, who would be the best Prime Minister in the UK?
Here we go. Right.
In the UK. Well, not America, because we all know The Rock would be the Rock would be the best prime.
I reckon Ricky Gervais. Give him a call. Or obviously I'm a West Ham fan, believe it or not. So I reckon David Moyes would do a good job. He'd stabilise.
Who the fuck is that?
Do you watch football?
No, mate. I'm rugby. I'm a southerner, mate.
Anyways, this is really nice. I'll
see you around.
See you around me, yeah. Maybe. Yeah, he's the West Ham manager.
I don't want a football manager managing our country.
Hey, he sorted us right out.
Yeah, but do all the players still like roll around on the floor crying if they break a nail?
Yes. Not us, lads. No.
Yeah, all right. Come on.
No.
I don't believe it.
No.
All footballers are the same.
Mark Noble ain't the same.
I think Ricky Gervais is a good shout.
Oh, Ricky Gervais with Stephen Merchant as his.
Oh my God! And what's his name? What's the other guy's name?
Pilkington.
Yeah.
As He could be finance secretary. Yeah. He could be Rishi Sunak.
Yeah, he'd be like, just no, you're not getting the money. Deal with it.
Yeah. Mate, that's one thing that they've done. We're just going so into politics here, but they've just been ridiculous with the SEISS. You know, for the self-employed scheme. Let's make it wait till April.
Yeah.
Well, I know so many self-employed people that have no money. So it's like
it's weird.
They have to wait till the end. We haven't had a grant since November.
Yeah, it's not good.
Now April.
I think
we'll be getting it in April.
I think it's really weird. I totally agree with you, but I also think there's two ways to look at it. And being self-employed, when we're earning money, we have the benefits of being self-employed.
Yeah, I know.
Where we don't pay any tax. Yeah, exactly. Like you pay a lot less taxes, and et cetera, et cetera. So I'm like, well, that's why everyone's trying to be, or the government's trying to put everyone to limited companies, which makes sense. Then you go through PAYE, and then you actually pay more taxes, and then like for me, I'm cool with like, I'm fine not to get anything because I probably would say I don't deserve it, if you know what I mean. But again, there's people that do deserve it. It's a bit dodgy.
It's kind of, just because I know people that are struggling, and it's just like some people are excluded from it altogether and stuff, and
we've got nothing. We've got nothing. I've had nothing from the government.
Really?
But I've not tried to, because I'm like, well, I don't feel like I should, if you know what I mean. That's me personally, but I do understand what you're saying.
No. I mean, that's good of you if you haven't actually sought to get just something for a handout just for free.
No, I just don't.
Because I know a lot of people have done that.
Yeah, I think if we're talking about comparing ourselves to other countries as well, we've done it fucking better than a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, I know guys in like my manager lives in Spain and that, and I know a few artists in Spain and Ibiza that have received nothing and will receive nothing, and it's just like, I mean, we complain. First world problems, like
exactly. Go to America.
Do you know what I mean?
Go to America and they've had $1,200. Like, that's it.
What, over the whole?
Yeah.
Wow.
They for the first like month or two, they had like, if you claimed unemployment, which is benefits in the UK, they got like an extra $600 a week, which seems a lot, but America is more expensive to live in, so it's not that much more. But also to claim unemployment, you had to go through these crazy like phone systems. It's so old school out there. Like, I've got friends that are still trying to get unemployment from being unemployed for a year, and they just can't get through to the phones.
That's just insane.
Yeah,
we don't realize how lucky we have it sometimes.
Mate, I say it all the time. I've said it about 1 million times on this podcast. In the UK, we're not perfect. We are nowhere near 100% perfect, but we're so fucking lucky. We're so lucky, man.
Yeah.
I was talking to my mate in South Africa the other day.
Oh, but it's bad over there.
Bad. Dude. Yeah. So bad.
The amount of homeless people anyway is like...
So bad.
They will have nothing. People that live on a pittance.
Yeah. In America, even in like LA, they expect that there's about 100,000 people homeless in LA. 100,000 people.
Is that where Skid Row is?
Yeah, Skid Row is bad.
Yeah.
And before lockdown, I think they thought it was like 70,000 people homeless in LA. Now they think 100,000 people. They think
it's like, wow, 30% more.
They think 75% of like the restaurant industry in LA has gone. 75%.
Shit.
Like,
oh my God. That's insane.
That's wild, isn't it?
Yeah, 75%. Wow. How? There's just going to be like the depression's coming, isn't it?
Yeah, I think. Well, they've just said in the UK that they're going to put taxes up, aren't they?
Do you know how much by?
I think if you're in the 19% bracket, it's going to go up to like 23%.
Right. Okay. It's 4% more.
Yeah.
So I'll just put 4% more expenses through.
And that is my point.
That's what people will do, though.
Yeah, of course they will. Well, you have to put more. You have to probably put 8% through.
Yeah. Of course. But that's a lot, though, because I'm trying to buy a house, so I have to show earnings.
You have to.
So I'm gonna have to.
You're up north, mate. It's cheap up there.
Hey, it's still. This is 700 quid a month.
Mate, get that Monopoly money out, and you'll be sorted.
I'm selling my car.
Yeah, man, it's a rough time. It's a really rough time. It's for everyone. It's not just us, man. It's everyone, isn't it? It's just
yeah, exactly. That's the kind of comforting thing in a way.
Which sounds wrong, doesn't it? But it
it sounds wrong, but it is comforting that everybody else is struggling as well. It's not just me. That does sound horrendous, but everybody's thinking it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you were on your own, you'd be thinking, "Oh my God!" Whereas if everybody else is right, okay, well, not everybody's going to be homeless, or not everybody.
Yeah. Have you had really like low moments or like dark moments?
No. I mean, in terms of like money situation and where am I going to live and stuff, no, I've been all right with that. But yeah, like I've had like low points and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
In general, yeah, a few, because I get anxiety.
Yeah.
And it's obviously been in lockdown. It's got worse at times.
Yeah.
And then obviously with me tinnitus, that multiplied it by 10.
Do you think like not being able to train and stuff like that has that also like got that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The biggest thing, mate, because I usually go to the gym 6 times a day, 6 times a week.
Fucking shredded, son.
Yeah. Not anymore, mate. For me and you, mate. Dixie Chicken's having a right laugh. Yeah. So that's been the biggest thing for me, not being able to go to the gym. But obviously the meditation things help, but the gym's kind of like meditation. It's like, do you know what I mean? If you go to the gym all the time, and that hour and a half, or whatever, is just
it's therapy, isn't it? The gym is a huge therapy to a lot of people.
It's so much better, even if you really don't want to go. You always feel better after.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, I agree.
Like up until the first lockdown, I do MMA, and that's like
cool,
amazing. Like again, every session, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
I don't want to go. I've been going for years, and I still get butterflies going. And then as soon as I'm there, and then I'm training, and then afterwards, I feel amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, like fitness and stuff, and exercise, but I can't just go running. I'm just not a runner.
Okay.
So I've got some weights, but you can't do them in your house. You just can't do this. It's not the same.
How did you start the MMA thing?
I started it like I think about 3 or 4 years ago. I've always been a UFC fan, so it was just from watching that and thinking I'd like to get punched in the face. So
Did you watch the fights this weekend?
Yeah.
What do you think, Jan or Izzy?
Jan. Oh, Petty Jan.
Yeah. No, not Jan. Jan. What's his name?
Oh, Jan Brankovic.
Yeah.
Brankovic or something.
That's why I called him Jan, because I couldn't fucking.
Yeah. I thought you meant Petty Jan because he was the
one that kneed.
Qualified.
Yeah.
Knee,
that was rough.
Wow.
Fuck me. That's like he must have been in some like serious fight mode and just like I just need to kill this guy.
I just want to do it.
Just want to fucking kill him.
I just want to do it. Yeah.
You saw it. You saw his cogs moving in his brain.
Yeah. Yeah. And thinking the risk is better than the reward.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or yeah.
Oh man, that's dark. But yeah.
The vice versa. Yeah, but the Izzy, he shouldn't have gone up on a big way.
No.
Especially against the champ, like, although he did hold his own, he's just so much bigger than him. So
I'm surprised they gave him it. I'm surprised they gave him that fight straight away.
Yeah, but they did it with McGregor, didn't they?
Yeah, but McGregor won.
Yeah, Yeah, McGregor, yeah, fair play.
Quite convincingly.
Yeah, against Alvarez.
Yeah.
Was it Alvarez?
Yeah, it's when he knocked him out in like 2 seconds.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, no, it was Aldo. That was Aldo. That was the 145, and then he went up and beat Alvarez, didn't he?
Okay,
Yeah, for the interim, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good... And Nunez was my favourite. She's
a beast, isn't she?
Beast. She's the mad thing. The scary thing is about it is that she's dead friendly.
Yeah.
So I think that's scarier than somebody pretending to be hard.
Yeah.
Whereas she's like, "Hey, all right, I'm gonna fucking
destroy you."
Yeah, and you could tell that the her opponent was just a deer caught in headlights.
Yeah.
She was so scared. She wasn't moving. She didn't want to throw anything, and she was like, it's same as Jan at the start.
Yeah.
He was scared because Izzy's Adesanya is so like awkward.
Yeah. Well, he's a great kickboxer, isn't he? So he's always so far away.
Yeah.
So he keeps his like opponents so far.
Yeah, and he's feints and stuff, and Jan was like reacting to everyone. But yeah, he kind of got into and as soon as he took him down, that was it. Like, he wasn't getting back up.
No, not at all. Well, could you imagine that amount of weight on you?
That's the thing. He's like 20 pounds heavy, 30 pounds heavier than him.
Yeah, it's just not.
Because Adesanya would have gone into that at is it
204? He was
204.
So, well, he weighed in at 204 and a half, but yeah,
and he would have been 204 and a half.
Yeah, he wasn't cutting weight.
Whereas Jan would have been 230.
Yeah,
220, 230. So, and you can tell
they're fucking big boys. I'm like short. I'm like 5'3". Like,
yeah. You're not 5'3".
Yeah, I am. I'm 5'3".
Are you actually?
Yeah, I'm actually.
In real life, you're not 5'3".
Yeah, mate, I am.
Oh, right.
Fucking massive platforms, mate.
Yeah. So you'd be like, you'd be in the flyweight, wouldn't you?
I'd be well, I'm 140, about 145.
Yeah, you'd be fighting McGregor.
Yeah, fuck him up, mate.
Or Aldo. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Mate, I'd be super heavyweight at the moment.
Sponsored by Dixie Chicken.
Sponsored by Dixie, right, man. I'd come in a big chicken costume.
So are you good at jiu-jitsu and shit?
That's what I'm best at, jiu-jitsu.
Really? I used to kickbox.
Excellent. Oh, did you?
Yeah, I used to train for like
my striking's has a lot. It's a lot of work to do.
Is it? Mate, you're a Geordie lad. You should be good at that. Going out all weekends.
Hey, I'm not like that. No, I'm not.
No, I want to get back into it really badly, to be fair, but just can't at the moment. But it'd be great.
Yeah, but as soon as what are you going to do it once lockdown's over? You get back into it.
I don't know. It depends because I'm probably going to be in the UK. I'm probably not going to go back to the States till.
Are you gonna? Yeah, I was going to say you're going to move back over there. Or?
I will eventually, but I'll go back in like August or something.
Oh, right. Okay. So this year.
But this year I might. Thing is, where I live, like there's a gym, but it's a bit more chilled. I kind of want to go somewhere that I know I'm going to get an absolute drilling, if you know what I mean, and like actually learn. Like I want to learn. Like I've never trained jiu-jitsu. I just like
awesome, mate.
I grew up kickboxing, so
and it's the best cardio as well.
Yeah,
if you've got wrestling's the best cardio.
Yeah.
You've got a guy on top of you.
Or Fist Fridays.
Well, like if you're rolling around, I'm digging a deeper hole here.
It's massive.
If you're in fists, no. But if you've got a guy on top of you for 3 minutes, even 3 minutes rounds for like, I mean, you do it for an hour. So like usually you're doing 3 minute drills, 1 minute off. And then, it's like for an hour. Yeah. So it is a lot of, you're going to be sick. Yeah. You're just fainting. It's great.
Do you spar much?
Yeah.
Have you been KO'd?
No.
Oh, mate, that scares me. I don't want to get KO'd.
Been choked out though.
Have you?
You just shut up.
Did you not tap?
No. No.
Trying to take one for the team.
God. Yeah, I've been choked out on that, but never knocked out.
Yeah, that's rough.
No.
You don't want to do that, especially with your ears, man. You got to be careful with that.
That's the thing. Like now I've got that.
Careful.
I've moved. Obviously, I've just moved up here, so I'm gonna look to get into a gym when lockdown's over and that. Obviously, when you can fully spar and stuff.
Yeah, there's just so many gyms where they want to knock your head off, and it's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go to a gym.
Mate, it's not really. It's not so much the gyms. It's some of the guys that go. Like some of the guys go and they just want to fight.
Yeah.
So it's like when you get paired up with them. I always remember getting paired up with this. I think he was Polish and he could broken English and he tattoos everywhere. He was literally 250.
Oh, how much do you weigh?
And I'm like, pair up, and I'm like, and he's like, you want to go with me? I'm like, oh yeah, sure mate, definitely want to go with you. I just got annihilated for like half an hour, and he was just slamming us on the ground, and I'm like, mate, I'm half your side, but I give him a good go. Like, but it's good doing that. Like, sometimes you learn a lot more doing that than just if you gotta go light, and we don't want to hurt you that much. Do you know what I mean?
I think you have to get a bit of a kick in now and again, but it's fun. I wouldn't call it fun. But I think it's just like you need to learn the skill.
Yeah, massively.
Because if you put 250 guys and all they've been training with 150 guys and they're just destroying them, they're not going to learn anything. You're not going to learn anything at all.
Exactly.
We all know you can win.
Yeah. I mean, you learn so much like sparring with like bigger guys.
Yeah.
Because you learn, right, okay, if I go for a guillotine, for instance, he's just going to pick me up and drop me on the arm. So kick him in the balls and run, mate. That's the best thing. Oh, mate, we've just done an hour and 40 minutes. God,
I know, it absolutely flew by. Let's close this one up. How can people follow you, etc., before we go?
I'm Artche Music, ARTCHE Music, on all platforms. So please follow me because I need the followers. Just follow me. You've got this far, right? You love us, so just follow us.
I totally agree. Give me a follow as well if you're not following me, you fuckers. Dude, thank you so much.
No worries, it's good.
Really good to catch up. And yeah, keep in touch, man. Hopefully see you in a club soon.
Yeah. Yes, I'll see you on the 23rd at the Ocean Bird event.
Oh yeah.
Come along.
When is it? 23rd of July?
I think it's 23rd. I think it is. But it's on their Instagram. Wait there before you go. Let me just quickly look.
That night's going to be carnage.
I know.
I don't drink as well, so
yeah, I heard. Yeah,
it's like going to be. It's going to be fun.
So you can be the one that keeps an eye on the store.
I'm going to be the dad.
yeah. I can't actually find it. Oh no, here it is. No, that's not it.
I'm going to be like, boys, do not do that because you will get cancelled. Like.
Oh, they did it anyways. 23rd of July.
23rd of July.
Gorilla Manchester.
Gorilla Man. Have you been there before?
Yeah. I used to live in Manchester.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you?
I lived there for 5 years, so
it's good city.
Awesome event, man.
All right, mate. Peace out. Keep safe. See you soon, man.
Bye.
And that is a wrap. Absolutely love that. Great conversation. Go follow him. Artche Music everywhere. Yeah, if you enjoyed it, please share it with your mates, with your mum, with your gran, with your dad, whoever. Give us a little like, give us a little review, and subscribe away. Love you lots, guys. Keep safe.